that is how I feel. I feel on fire, actually, at the moment. I feel incredibly capable.
I might as well just move out of the house. Like,
no, that's not true.
You might as well do it all.
No.
Take the promotion, get a nanny to... I tell you what, while you're at it, why don't you put him to public school, private school, put him in there till he's, 15, and then take him out afterwards.
So you just get less drop.
You know,
the reason why I'm patronising is because you behave like a teenager.
I can't win because, you know, if I'm not bringing the money in, if I'm not holding the fort, in that respect, I get stick.
Wait. Let's go back a bit, Richard. You said two things. One is you don't have a way into Isaac. And two, you have no idea what's going on with Louise. And you don't really get why she wants what she wants. How can you be a dad? What does that mean? And how can you be a partner? Because your mum, who was your mum and dad, so to speak, didn't have a partner.
Yeah.
And you don't have a picture of more than one person being engaged with a child. You don't have it inside of you. And I think you're probably very upset that Louise isn't there all the time because you want her there for you.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
If I could just slow you down so that you could think about this little fellow in you.
No, I mean, he's amazing. And of course, he's...
Tell me about him.
Yeah, he's a real looker, isn't he? He's a real looker, yeah.
But what does he make you feel?
Well, I don't know, a mixture of things. I love him, but I also feel slightly intimidated by him. You know, I'm afraid. He's so fragile.
So, you get up in the morning. Where is he?
He's in the car, by the bed.
By the bed?
Yeah.
On my side. Because I feed him, so it's easier for me.
Okay. How would it be that after you fed him, Richard had him for a bit? Could you manage that?
Well, I could manage that, but...
You go and have a shower, you leave him to it. You let him figure it out.
Okay. We could try it.
You try that?
You'd have to wind him, though.
Wind him?
Yeah.
What do you mean, pat him?
Yeah.
Pat him on the back?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Can I also say, though, as well, I find the mornings really difficult because I was Richard in the mornings. Before we had baby, before I was pregnant, it was always a time that we would be intimate, and that's gone, and by the night time I'm so exhausted and I feel...
Is that strange for you to hear that actually Louise misses you too?
Yeah, well... Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it doesn't, you know...
Doesn't come across.
Doesn't come across.
Okay, so she's saying it now.
Yeah.
The more engaged, I think, I'm saying this to both of you, that Richard is in being with Isaac, the more it will bring you something rather than just feel like a takeaway. Because right now you're in the alarm clocks, as opposed to the richness of, oh my God, this lovely person who's ours.
You know, but I just guess I'm, you know, a little bit concerned about maybe repeating the way my father just ran away from the situation. I feel like I'm starting to understand a little bit more maybe why he did that.
To me, it's a request. How do I connect with Isaac? How do I connect with Louise?
I think that will maybe stop that kind of feeling, stop that feeling in the void, bring me back to something.
Well, okay, what do you think? I could leave you for, you know, perhaps this week for a couple of hours on Friday morning, and I'll go out. I'll go out the house.
Alright.
For 2 hours.
Well, look, there's a lot more to discuss, isn't there?
Yeah.
Let's meet very soon. And let's have had a little bit of experiment in between.
In therapy with Susie Orbach today were Richard and Louise, played by Nathaniel Martello White and Liz White. The series is directed and produced by Ian Rickson and Kevin Dawson, and it's a Whistledown production for BBC Radio 4. Now on Radio 4, it's time for You and Yours with Winifred Robinson.
Hello, welcome to Radio 4's Consumer Programme today. Why more and more British tourists are claiming compensation for food poisoning and how that could drive up the cost of your holiday. The thousands of abandoned horses at risk of starvation and death this winter.
We actually thought he had a deformed spine or rear end. It was just incredible muscle wastage where he was so thin, his hip bones were protruding, you could count every rib.
The energy firms delaying switches and leaving customers out of pocket.
We've had a series of broken promises, we've been promised faster switching, and the industry and suppliers just haven't delivered, and it's the customer who's losing out as a result.
And we'll have the latest on the cyber attack on Tesco Bank. Do get in touch while you're listening. Email us, youandyours@bbc.co.uk, on social media or hashtag youandyours, or text us to 84844. Now, an interesting development in compensation claims for personal injury. It seems that holiday food poisoning may be the new whiplash. The Association of British Travel Agents says its members have seen a dramatic rise in the number of gastric illness claims being made. Some, they say, with very little evidence. British tourists are being warned that the cost of their holidays could be driven up if this increase in compensation claims for food poisoning continues. Claire Savage has been looking into it. Claire, this came to us from a listener.
Yes, a listener tipped us off about it after listening to a report on Spanish radio. Hoteliers there were saying there had been a tenfold increase in holiday food poisoning claims. The numbers had gone up from around 1,000 last summer to 10,000 this season. So I contacted Prospect. They represent hotel owners in Benidorm, the Costa Blanca and Valencia. I spoke to its president, Antonio Mayer.
The lawyers go inside the hotels and speak with the clients to say you need to claim with no evidence, with no medical doctors and nothing serious.
What will happen to the cost of holidays as a result?
Well, the cost of holidays perhaps increase if we have to pay 10%. Perhaps the holidays in the future is going to be 10% more increased.
So Antonio Mayer describes people there from claims companies coming into hotels and approaching guests. And earlier this year in the national press, a pretend ambulance was photographed outside a hotel with Claims Clinic written on the side of it. But I've also been given photographs of young women handing out business cards on hotel premises.
And what do the business cards say?
It reads, if you get food poisoning in your hotel, you can claim £1,800 in compensation. I called one of these numbers and told them I was with the BBC and asked to speak to someone in charge. No one's called me back.
And are these personal injury claims companies?
There's a lot on social media, and here's a BBC producer reading out some of their advertisements.
59 sleeps until Christmas. If you've been sick or ill on holiday recently, we can help claim back up to £5,000.
Let's make this Monday feel more like a Friday. If you've been sick or ill whilst on holiday, call us today to discuss.
Badly cooked food on an all-inclusive holiday? You can claim. No win, no fee. Simple and easy.
But Claire, people do get food poisoning when they're on holiday, don't they? There will be genuine cases.
Yes, of course, and there are reputable legal companies who help people like Brian Pilling. He and his family spent £17,000 going on a big family holiday to Sharm el-Sheikh. 13 of them became violently ill at their luxury resort, and some of them had to go on drips and antibiotics.
We hadn't even given it a thought about compensation at the time. We were just on holiday and really annoyed that we wasn't able to go out anywhere and do things that we had already planned. And it wasn't until we come home and there was still members of the family that were unable to go to work, having sudden bouts of sickness and diarrhea. I just thought this is just not right. We shouldn't still be suffering on this. But yeah, somebody ought to pay for this because it's our money that's being wasted. After everybody had scripted and saved to pay for this holiday, it was important to get that money back.
In total, the 13 received £30,000 in compensation, and they say they're now using that money towards another holiday.
So thank you. We're listening to that was Sean Tipton from the Association of British Travel Agents. I say Sean Tipton. Sean, welcome to your news. When somebody claims compensation for being ill on holiday, who foots the bill for that? Is it the hotel or is it the travel company?
It's a split liability, Winfred. Basically, if you're travelling on a package holiday, there's a law that came